You know, I've heard of Comic-Con so many times throughout the last, I don't know how many years. And I always thought, you know, I would go there one day, probably walk the room or walk the premises or just with a film, right? And if someone could have asked me, you know, what film would you like to go with and present over there? Not in my wildest dreams, I could have said, you know, a Tarantino film. Why not? Right?
Yeah. So how,
And then, boom, you get it. I've been very lucky throughout my life, but this is the pinnacle of my good luck, just to be able to participate in this film with this director, which you know I've been a big fan of for many years, and then share the stage with all this heavyweight cast. You know, that's what every actor wants.
and how was it shooting on the set? Like, it was. Did it feel? Was there like a moment where you're like, wow, I'm actually here doing this, or is
Yeah, you pinch yourself all the time, you know. You know, surprisingly enough, it happened to everyone around me, not only me. You know, I wasn't the only actor going, "Whoa, this is incredible." We were all feeling the same feeling, and we were all just like enjoying the moment that represents being in the same place in such a project, you know, such a big film. And I'm by big I mean powerful and deep and beautiful and sexy and scary and everything that you love of Tarantino and more. And Tarantino sets are pure happiness, you know, and it's because of he wants that to be for his actors and his crew and everyone else, you know. Everyone around him make his films, and he knows that, so he treats everyone beautifully. It's a really, really beautiful experience.